Welcome to Door Sales Mastery, my personal favorite way of getting business in the payment processing industry. Why is it my favorite? Well, I started out actually as a personal trainer back in the day in 2011. And for about 9 years, I was actually a personal trainer. And this was just like in your face, sale, 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 so to speak. Now, when I say in your face, I say that tongue in cheek, right? Because you can't be in someone's face and still make a sale. You need to learn that push and that pull and all kinds of different things like that. So, what is the point of this module? Well, I want to teach you guys generally how we're going to master that door-to-door selling. Now, we have scripts for this. We have closing frameworks for this. We have everything all laid out for you in the actual course. But I want to tell you, kind of strategy for door-to-door specific sales. So, first of all, there's a huge power to selling where somebody can see your facial expressions, they can hear your tonalities, and you're right in their face. So they want to have some sort of, they don't want to be rude to you. They don't want to just say, get out of my store. Maybe you've been a customer there for a year. Maybe they've seen your face a couple times around town, and maybe they actually have some respect for you, right? Like a normal human being would with another human in their face, right? Because we have respect for people around us. We have a status thing where we don't want to look like a complete, jerk and things like that. So we do have that going to our advantage in person. Now, what's so great about door-to-door? Well, you get real-time feedback. When someone says, I'm not interested, you just look at them and you say, just level with me here. I get it. Maybe it's the third time they've said it. And now you say, listen, I've given up on the sale. I understand. But if you don't mind me asking, is it my product? Is it my company? Are you just not interested? Like, what thing would I have to bring to the table in order for you to say yes? Would it be like accounting integration? Would it be this? Would it be that? Would it be the other? Right? So you need to figure out exactly what would have made them say yes. And this is how you can start to create even a better value stack. Now, when I started in the payment processing business, I went door to door, probably 20, 30 doors a day. And I just wrote down, why wouldn't you work with me? Just please offend me. Tell me why I suck. And I wrote down all the reasons why I sucked. And I ended up creating this beautiful value stack based on the reasons why I sucked. So I corrected all the things that I sucked at, and I actually became really good at it to the point where I was selling over 20 deals per month door to door, which is basically unheard of in this business because I had exact verticalized value stacks to go to and say, listen, if you're an auto body shop, as you guys can see in this module, once again, I can solve your leads, I can solve your referrals, I can solve your accounting, how much do you pay a month for a bookkeeper, I can solve your parts, I can help you work with this auto body shop next door, we work with 3 other auto body shops, and now you guys can buy your parts together and form a little conglomerate, so now you can get lower prices. And they're like, well, that makes sense. Let's do that, right? So then they're in your circle of trust. They see you as an expert in auto body shop, personal auto body shop payment processing. And that is what's necessary to really push that needle. They need to see you as an expert and an authority in your field. So remember a couple things when you're out prospecting. So many people don't have thick skin. So what happens is they go 3, 4, 5 doors and they hear no, 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 no. Use the first 5 doors of the day just to get the jitters out. Your fight or flight response is going when you walk in that first door. You're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to get it out of your system. It sucks. It's like hopping in a cold shower. Just hop in the thing, take your deep breath, and before you know it, it's fine. It's just like when you put your big toe in the hot tub. Same thing, another water example. You put your big toe in the hot tub, that is way too hot, like my leg's on fire. Next thing you know, you're up to your neck and you're incredibly comfortable. Well, it's the same for prospecting. Make sure that you get your fight or flight response to calm down. That's really what it comes down to in your brain. Get that fight or flight response to calm down and make sure that you get that out in your first 3 or 4 doors so that way you can really focus on those next 20 doors because we're going to be hitting at least 25 doors in a day. If you blow the first 5, that's okay. Go back to them another day later on in the day when you don't have the jitters. Maybe you'll run into somebody else. Maybe it wasn't the owner. The odds of you seeing the owner, I'd say, are 20%. So maybe you only saw 1 out of 5 owners, and now you don't have the jitters. And just keep going. You have to keep pushing. So every no gets you closer to a yes. So when I'm out prospecting, and I think part of what made me successful doing it and what worked for me is I didn't try to get yeses. I went out and I tried to get nos. My goal was to hear no at least 25 times a day, minimum. So I tried to hit 40 doors a day. Maybe I'd book 5 appointments or something along those lines out of that. It just depends on the day. It depends on your flow. It depends on how good you're doing that week. It depends on how confident you're feeling, how certain you're feeling, and how you're able to transfer that certainty to that owner. Because remember, sales is essentially a transference of certainty. So before you go out and just start knocking doors, what you have to do is prep your route. Your pitch is going to be different for an auto body shop, a pizza place, a restaurant, a quick serve, a retail store. You're going to have slightly different pitches for all of these different verticals. So what you need to do is you need to plan your route so you're only hitting 1 or 2 verticals, and you need to dial your pitch for that vertical. Like me personally, I'll only hit auto body shops for a whole day. I'll do every auto body shop in a 20-mile radius if I can. It depends on how many there are, right? And I will dial my pitch for an auto body shop. And I will tweak little things. I'll make sure that I'm getting everything just right in that pitch to make sure that I'm getting the highest possible conversion rate into appointments as absolutely possible. That is incredibly important. So research your area, plan it out with Google Maps, have an actual route planned out before you leave the house, and make sure that you do not stop until you hit your goal. I don't care if you go till midnight. It doesn't matter. If you want to be successful, that's what it takes. So never leave your house without your sales materials. Make sure you have business cards, you have leave behind flyers and brochures, case studies. And when I say case studies and testimonials, I mean actual testimonials of other auto body shops. Maybe you have a picture. I saved, $2,000 a month with XYZ payments. Woo! Merchant CC Solutions. Awesome. That's great. But also have statements showing that it's only $40 per month. And, their fees went from $2,000 to $40 per month. Look at that. Show them an actual merchant statement from an actual redacted business, so you're not giving up personal information on your businesses that you're working with. That would not be honest, and they would not want to work with someone who gives out non-redacted information like that. So make sure to be very, very cautious of people's privacy. All right. Now, you have to create a strong first impression, right? So you already know the script. I put a basic little introduction script in this module, but you don't necessarily need to use it. Hi, my name is Mitch. I represent Visa MasterCard. Do you handle that, or is that somebody else? And the reason we use that script is when they hear Visa MasterCard, they're going to run to get the boss. Make sure we craft and deliver the pitch properly, and then handle the objections, and then close the sale and follow up, right? So, etc., etc. This is a basic framework for door-to-door sales. I am happy to answer more questions. If you guys want to put them in the community chat, I got you. Talk soon.